Here are some school projects that I've been working on, and I think these are a lot of my favorite labs ever. This is malachite. It's copper carbonate hydroxide. It's a green mineral that, like I said, contains copper, and we actually extracted the copper from it. These are copper beads that I smelted from the copper carbonate. To smelt the copper out of the malachite, we crushed it up into not quite a powder, but little beads, and then combined it with charcoal powder. Because charcoal is almost pure carbon, the carbon mixes with some of the other elements and is released as a gas, and only if your system is deprived of oxygen. And then that's where we end up with these little copper beads that form. This is pretty pure malachite, so we got a pretty good yield out of it. And it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I was glad that we got to do it at school. These are some other projects. This is a cool copper piece that we made. This was not from smelted copper. This is just copper blanks that we had. It started out as a diamond, about that big, and maybe 3/16 of an inch thick. And then we pounded it, lots of cold work, and we pounded it and then annealed it, and then pounded it and annealed it. And then I textured it and put the hole in it and everything. It's actually a nose ring, not one that I would ever wear, but it's supposed to be similar to one that the natives in South America would have used. This is also a really cool project. This is a alloy. It's actually 25% silver and 75% copper. Just looking at it, you wouldn't guess that it's only 25% silver. It looks almost like it's pure silver. And if you look at a regular alloy of 25% copper, or 25% silver, or 75% copper, it will look almost like regular copper. And the reason why this looks silver is because we would work it, we cast it, and then we would cold work it, anneal it in the fire, and then after it was cooled, we would put it in a solution which would eat away a little bit of the copper, and so the surface of the metal has been eaten away, and copper is much more susceptible to chemical etches than silver is. Silver is much more inert, so the silver stays and the copper is eaten away. And so if you cut it open, it would look like copper again, but on the surface, it looks like silver. And this is the same process that the natives in South America used to make their alloys look like pure silver. This is part of the spoon that actually ended up melting off part of the way through. But because of that, it hasn't gone through quite as much processing, and you might be able to tell that it has more of a copper tint to it than the finished spoon does. This is a picture of the spoon right after it got cast and right before we started cold working it. It still had, the extra material with the sprue and everything. We just cut that off and started pounding.